PSA, we are back. I know y'all really missed us. And y'all probably got a lot of questions. Like, number one question is probably be, where y'all been?
Where y'all been?
Where you been?
I've been here with a hurt toe.
A hurt toe? Please explain.
So what had happened was I was moving some furniture with my hubby here, and the end of the leg of the end table decided to fall when we got to the top of the stairs, and it fractured my toe. But it didn't just do that. It slid down my leg and then hit the toe at the end. It was like a sentence and a period. That's how I felt.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That was messed up. I'm sorry you had to go through that, man. Sorry.
I mean, you've
I
been
tr-
here with me.
I trade my toe for your toe any day. Any day. My toe.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody. It was a mess.
It's a mess.
It was a mess. But those who know me know I've been with a guy who tore
No, tour.
tore two Achilles's in each ankle.
Yeah. Each leg I tore my Achilles, so
So
I ain't got no more to tear, so I'm bionic.
who would I
man.
be if I can't be strong to have a fractured toe?
Right.
Just saying.
I got $40,000 riding on my legs. That's some surgery bills.
So anywho.
So we got a broke toe. That's why we've been out. And I mean, we had some models, doing the home.
Yeah, we remodeled our home.
Yes.
It doesn't even look like the same home anymore. So it feels more like us
Definitely.
and not the last owner.
Yeah.
So we're happy about that.
Definitely happy. And congratulations. My wife did a wonderful job. Y'all, if y'all can see this house, y'all be like, wow, the before and after. I mean, she took the ball and she went rolling. She was like this. Our Amazon cart was looking like a hospital bill. It was.
That's not true.
There was an Amazon cart. It was pretty much. It was a lot of stuff in the Amazon cart. Maybe not
It
a
was a
hospital
lot of
bill.
stuff.
Maybe a clinic bill then. But yeah, it was a lot of stuff in there, and I was like, "Babe, what is this? What is this?" But it all came together, and this woman did a wonderful job of
Thanks.
remodeling the house, and it looks wonderful.
Thank
So
you.
those that have been over here, those who know us, you come over here. If you've been over here before, if you ain't been over here lately, then you're in for a surprise.
Yes. You're
And-
in for a treat.
And that was, the part. It's good that it's done, but while it was getting done, it was like a horror show up in here. Your stuff was everywhere.
But I'm pretty sure we're preaching to those who have remodeled
yeah.
their homes before. Those who have done it
Yeah,
know that it's not a smooth transition.
exactly.
It started off good.
The
It started off good,
Yeah,
but rough.
the vision was there. Now,
Yeah.
before you get to the vision, it's all you got to tear some stuff up, and that part was ugly. It
Yeah.
got ugly. So that was that. So you say, "Dag, a broke toe and your broke house. That's why you've been out." So, yeah.
Why you keep saying me like I've been out? It's just me by myself.
No, man, I've been with you. I've been with your broke toe and the broke house.
So it's my fault.
No. We had to make sure that everything was together. We
I
want to
know.
come back from the brokenness
Yes.
to now.
Yes.
And that's where we've been, y'all.
Yeah.
So thank y'all for just inquiring, saying, when y'all gonna get back? When y'all gonna get back?
And we've missed you guys so much.
Yes. we have.
Literally.
And don't make no mistake, we have been working on our craft. We have
Yes.
been doing things, contemplating and when we were gonna do it. So, hopefully we can get more consistent. You guys email us, text us,
Yes.
even give us show episode suggestions.
Yeah.
Send us questions and we'll address them you know, and
Absolutely.
put them on the show. So speaking
Absolutely.
of show, what's this show about, babe? What we talking about today?
Old school versus new school.
Old school.
Old school love
Oh, okay.
versus new school
Thought we was gonna get up
love.
here like
See,
some
it's a
music.
difference. Old school versus new school. When you say that, you think of,
Music.
okay, like music.
Yeah.
Old school, okay. New school, okay.
Yeah.
But no, this is old school love versus new school love.
Now, please explain that. Maybe maybe somebody don't understand.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Okay.
Because in my head, I be thinking of stuff in my head.
Okay.
But you know how when you first meet somebody, and we've talked about this, bring your front runner and getting to know somebody. We've talked about that in our other shows. But what happens after you're dating for a while, or you're engaged, or you're married, and then life happens, you're getting hurt. I'm hurting you hurting me. And for those who haven't experienced that, good job. Good job. For those who have gone through it, like we have, you have that old school love with the hurts, habits, hang-ups, all wrapped up in one. But what we did was we wrote a letter. We wrote down everything that we did. Like I wrote down everything that I did to him. He wrote down everything that he did to me.
Right.
And we prayed over it. And then we tore it up. We gave it to God. That brings us into our new school love, because God was in the center, and me personally made the decision to be accountable for the things that I contributed to the hurt, habit, and hang-ups. And I had to make myself aware of what I did to him, and I owned up to it. And so now, I try, because you're not perfect after you do that. You
Right.
still, it's work to
Right.
be done. You can work hard to hurt somebody, but you can also work hard to help and heal somebody.
Right.
And that's that new school love, because I'm seeing him in a new light. I'm seeing him in, I'm breathing differently. I'm walking differently. I'm moving differently. I'm doing things on purpose, as far as making him happy. And I know I'm not here to make him happy, but that's my goal as a wife, as a helpmate. I want to make my husband happy. So, I'm doing things with a different perspective, different outlook. It cannot look like the old. It can't look like the old love. It can't look like the unconditional love that we had before. It was unconditional. So now, after making sure God was in the center and we asked for forgiveness from each other, now we got to walk this thing out.
So what you're saying, if I'm hearing you correctly, is the growing pains of love in the beginning,
Yes.
and then you have to get to a point where you're just tired of hurting each other.
Yeah. But you have to want it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So if you're not at that point to where you're tired of it, I can't say that people get in a relationship to hurt each other. I don't think
They
no one
don't.
gets in a relationship to hurt each other.
Some people do. Some people so hurt, so broken, they don't know how to not hurt somebody else that's around them.
Well, and that's a decision made in the relationship. If you continue to stick around with someone who continuously hurts you, then that's a decision being made by the people that's in the relationship.
True.
So you have, like I said, you have to get to a point where you're like, I'm tired of it. So either I'm gonna walk away, you're gonna lose me, or we can make a decision to make this better, which is stepping into our new school type of love.
Yeah.
Now, and you made a point. This doesn't mean that your new school means that, hey, I'm perfect now.
Right.
We're not gonna fight. We're not gonna argue. We're not gonna do none of that. But what you're saying is unconditional part of it is that you're not attacking me on purpose.
I'm not attacking
You're
you,
learning.
period.
You learn from the past. You learn from the past. Well, I'm just talking about in general. Anyone
Yeah.
that's in a relationship is not there to attack somebody on purpose.
Right.
You make the attempt to hear them, hear their heart, to know those areas where you can't prick and you can't poke.
Right.
And it's also those type of conversations where you come in to listen.
Right.
In the old school, you came in, okay, it's like, all right,
What?
I'm
What you got to say?
cutting each other off, not trying to hear each other. You gonna hear what I gotta say,
And you gonna hear what I gotta say.
and then in that situation,
And it's a conflict.
right, everybody got plugs in their ears, and all you hear is the mouthpiece going
Right.
yap 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 yap,
Right.
and pretty much we walk away from that situation with nothing getting resolved, hurt feelings, some regrets, and
And then you're thinking about it in your head. You replaying it over it like a broken record.
right.
It's like a broken record.
So old school, we can dive into some old school. What are old school to old to? What are some old school habits? What are some old school habits?
Well, you said some of them. You know, like you come into a conversation and the demeanor is already like on a defense. You know,
Defensive.
I don't want to hear what you got to say, so my posture is like this.
Mm,
Like, what you got to say?
mm,
I hadn't heard it over and over again. What? You know.
mhm.
Um,
So be so defensive,
yes.
being defensive.
hmm
What was some others?
Over talking.
Over talking.
Yeah. Over talking that person. If a person is trying to explain something, say something, you know, you like to hear yourself talk.
Mm, mm,
You know, you don't let the other person like get anything out,
mm.
get their feelings out. And that's important. You know, you want that person to get their feelings out. You want that,
Right.
you know, both of you get you know, share. I always say now, write it down.
Yeah.
Write
That's
it
good.
down. Write it down. That's in that new school love because
Well,
before
we're gonna get to new school, but I just want
Right.
some
I
old
jumped
school.
the gun.
Sorry,
My bad.
you jumping ahead of me.
my bad.
But defensive and over talking.
Yes.
Give me one more.
One more. Silence.
Silence. Now, silence.
Yeah, not talking. Not
Oh,
talking to you.
just-
Like I see you, but I don't see you.
Oh, that's.
You see
that.
how I did that?
Yeah,
I see you, but I don't see you.
that's ugly. That's so ugly, y'all. And I know nobody who listens to this podcast have ever done that. Not even us. But
I ain't gonna lie. We here to help. I ain't gonna lie. I've done it.
and those, so you got defensive over talking, and you got silence.
Silence.
Those sound like three killers of relationship.
Yes.
Like those you bring those into a relationship. I don't know how somebody gonna stay with you, and if they staying with you, I don't know if it's love or is this for something else.
Probably scared to be alone.
And it could be, but I commend
Probably
those.
got kids.
But look at us. We experienced all those, and then we stuck together. So, in the old school, even in those three things, you gotta find a place. If you love somebody, you not only gonna tolerate that, you want to get past that,
And don't be passive.
and not past. Now, explain that.
Okay, so you want to get past it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get passive. You know, accepting it, not saying
Oh.
nothing, not speaking up, holding it in until you explode.
Well, you just said, so if somebody's not being passive, which I was that passive person. I ain't gonna even lie. That's me. But if somebody comes into the relationship, into the conversation, let's say somebody's coming in, you're going to be passive, and then it says silence, and silence, somebody else is bringing silence. So I'm bringing the passive.
The passive
somebody-
silence.
Well, no, I'm being passive, and someone's being defensive. Let's say that. or over talking. Those are the ones that you said. So I'm not doing all three. I mean, I have done all three. But if I just say I'm being defensive and you're being silent, or I'm being passive and you're being over talking, you see how those things are clashing with one another, then nothing's getting resolved, and we're stuck in a situation where either I'm going to switch to silence, which I'm not going to say anything,
Right.
and then you're going to be defensive because I'm silent.
Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing, but
And
I'm still.
but I'm boiling on the inside.
So
Boiling.
now we have all that. Now, new school.
Okay.
Give me three things.
Three things. Open communication.
Okay, so explain.
Whether it's good or bad, open communication, which is very important because nothing can get resolved if I don't know what you're thinking and you don't know what I'm thinking. If something is bothering me, what I used to do is I would hold it in. I would get mad, stomp around, fold my arms, don't go to bed at a certain time. I did all that, but now it's more so, hey baby, how you good? How you doing? I wanna know. I wanna get that information because I want to make sure we're good. We're on one accord, on the same page. At all times. Because it's easy to misunderstand something. We say something to each other, and one of us wondering like, well, why did he say it like that?
Right.
Why did she say it like that? And not really getting the full understanding because they could have been joking. They could have, been talking and been distracted, seeing something else. It's so many things that will take us from really opening up to our spouse or partner in communication if we're in old school love. We don't address it, but in the new school, we have this more of awareness, a purpose. I want to get the full understanding. I want to hear what you have to say. Your feelings matter, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all that was in one.
Yep.
All right, give me another one.
Okay, another one.
New school love.
Doing things that you normally wouldn't do that's kind of uncomfortable for you. You do it because you know it make them happy.
Such
Yeah.
as. I know I probably can help this because she now, I don't know, in the beginning, I don't know if you were sports, like I'm sports, but she does
I was
come
in
and sit
Palms.
down,
I did soccer.
if I'm watching the game. She'll watch the game with me. So in turn, what I start doing, like when she watching some of her shows, I'll come sit down. Now I have a short attention span. I mean, you ain't got to shake your head. You shaking your head too hard.
It'd
Over
be
there.
like I watch a whole game with him. Another one come on, I'm still sitting there with him. My show on, he's sitting, and next thing you know, he gone. I'm like, where he go?
Sometimes I gotta go debrief.
On
If
what?
it ain't, because on her shows, ain't nobody passing the ball, ain't no yards, ain't nobody
That's
booing,
a compromise, man.
ain't no touchdowns being
It's
scored,
the new love. New love.
No
Sit down and watch a
sacks.
chick flick with me.
nobody being hit, no nothing.
I
need some
that other
action.
show, they got smacked, I think, That was a hit.
But yeah, so I have to sit and endure, and sometimes I have to sit down and I'm saying endure because
That's
it's
that
not,
old school.
endure. I'm saying is because I don't like those shows. I like football. I like basketball, but
I didn't like sports. You know I didn't like sports. I started watching sports because you like sports. Now I like sports.
well, you more in your new love journey than me. You more far advanced than me. I mean, I give her 10, 15 minutes. But to be honest, you can watch shows like this, y'all. I ain't never seen
You
nobody.
ain't gotta tell my business.
All
You
right.
ain't gotta tell my business like
I ain't
that.
never seen nobody binge watch shows.
I want to get to the end. You know, sometimes, I know this is off the subject, but sometimes I don't watch a show or a series until it's like build up. And then I binge because I get to see the next one. I don't like waiting till the next week.
Y'all, I ain't like that. I watch one or two, and then I gotta unbinge. No, sometimes what show
But I could name quite a few.
that I'm gonna watch continuously over and over? No,
I don't watch stuff over and over.
No,
I
I'm
just,
saying-
I just watch it till the next episode. Like you
Alright.
watch your show to the next episode, and then the next episode, and
Well-
then the next episode.
well,
That's binge watching.
my wife likes to binge watch.
I
Like
do.
I can watch, I can binge maybe one or two, and then I'll save it for the tomorrow or maybe the next day, something like that. But okay, so those give me one more new school.
One more new school. You know, it's so many things, but planning stuff, planning to spend that time together
So on purpose. So
on purpose.
doing things on purpose.
Yes.
Setting
You
aside.
have a love language. I have a love language.
right.
Your love language is touch.
It is.
Yes. And my love language is what?
Your love language is quality time.
Yes. It is. So I plan. I like doing things, you know. I like going places. I don't want to be stuck in the house all the time.
See, and they always say opposite attract because I'm a home.
He's a homebody.
I'm a homeboy. I could, like on Sunday, like she was talking about doing something on Sunday. I'm like, no, we can't do that because football.
He did say that. He did. You know, I'm trying to be the courteous one
But she
and
know that
plan
too.
something. But
She
no.
know.
But no.
Football. I only ask, and ladies, this is for you. This is a gem. I'm gonna throw this out there, and I'm not trying to drift too far from the subject. Valentine's Day is in February, right? This is your opportunity to get a great Valentine's Day gift. Now, why would I say that? What you talking about, Keon? I'm talking about this. Football season runs into basketball season. Be a great hostess.
We're not great hosts right now. You want to know why?
Wow.
We didn't say our name. We didn't say the title.
Oh, we sure
We
did.
didn't say. We were so excited to see y'all.
Yeah.
We didn't say nothing.
You just said, come on in.
Just come on in.
But y'all,
Be our friend
y'all
to
know.
the end.
Y'all, this is my lovely wife, Lynn.
This is my wonderful hubby lover friend, Keon.
And this is our show, Let's Get Naked.
And talk.
Now,
Now.
back
all
to what I was saying.
Back to what he was saying.
If you want if you want a Valentine's, if you feel like every Valentine's Day that dude just gone or that woman just gone, this is your time. This is your build up for the next 6 to 8 months. You can get a great Valentine's gift. Every Sunday, you know, when that game is on, baby, what you need? Chips, dip, beer, soda, you know.
So
If
I
you just want to
think,
be
I
in
think what he's
isolation.
doing right now, this is the new school love. He's throwing it out there. So I'm not guessing. I'm not trying to read his mind.
No, you fantastic. Because some men just want to be left alone. I go down into the man cave. My wife, I don't hear from her. Now sometimes I do want her to come down there, you know, and maybe, you know, don't say nothing, but just let me see you. Just let me see you, girl. Let me see you. Just come down and turn around. I love it.
That was
Love
bad.
ya.
That was bad.
Or bring me something to drink.
I think my daddy gonna watch this show.
And bring me something to drink.
My daddy, my daddy ain't gonna like that.
I'm sorry, Pop. Pop, know I love you.
I know.
But when I'm in the man cave, there are certain, when I'm in the man cave, and I'm pretty sure every guy out there, or girl, when sometimes, maybe not all the time, but when that game is on, especially when it's your team, you just want quiet because if you make noise, the team gonna mess up. They're gonna fumble. They're gonna do something. So your inner self is cheering. It's like screaming. Your outer self is like this. See, this is me panicking. This is me celebrating touchdown. This is me disappointed after they lose. And this is me after they win. You don't need nobody else down there saying, did they win? Why they do that? Come on, y'all. You don't need nobody else because
You know I'm finna defend myself. And all the women out there who's trying to follow football with their hubbies.
This is new school. This still new school love, y'all.
Because we want to know, we want to be with them, by them, hugged up, cuddled. But we don't know what's going on. We just gonna look. I'm not gonna be passive. Didn't we just say that's old school? I'm not gonna be passive and I'm not gonna be silent. I want to know what's going on. So I'll ask questions.
You can ask questions. Women. Now she got a Valentine's. I'm her forever Valentine. She gonna get a gift. I'm talking to y'all out there that's in the relationship just got started yesterday.
Don't do it for no gifts, y'all. Just
I'm
do
telling
it because you want.
The men are gonna spoil you. It don't matter. It don't matter. If you get spoiled on Valentine's Day, it's because these 6 months, when this football and basketball season started, you've been a great host. You haven't really. You limit yourself to 3 questions. You do bring a drink. When he's with his friends and his buddies, you stay out. Man cave. You ask, hey y'all need anything? Things like that. You bring chips to the party.
Wow.
You on February the 14th. It may not even last to February 14th. He might surprise you on February the 12th.
Let him not though.
Oh, you let him not.
After you done did all that.
Well, okay. Because if you don't get nothing on Valentine's Day, it could be that you interrupted one of those quarters during the football season or basketball season. I'm just saying. It could be. Ask him. Ask him.
New school love. Ask him. Why did
Ask.
I?
New school. See, communication.
Communication.
I brought that in. See how I worked that in there? Y'all see how I worked that in there? New school love. Understanding your spouse.
Yes.
Understanding. These next 6 months, understand your spouse. He is watching the game. And if he's a Cowboys fan, he in trouble.
Why?
He's just always in trouble.
Oh.
He is always like that.
Yeah, don't say all that.
No.
No, don't do that.
Sorry,
Stop
y'all.
yelling.
Yeah.
Stop
Cowboys
yelling.
fans, I'm sorry. I'm
Don't-
sorry. Don't push that. We gonna edit that out.
Anyway.
So old school, new school love. There is a great opportunity for you. You have a chance. The first thing to know is that in old school, no matter if it's old school or new school love, if love is there, if you truly desire to be with that person, then you're gonna understand and you're gonna want to make that shift.
Yeah.
Make it. It don't have to be extreme like we did, writing down and then tearing it
Oh,
up.
we did more than that, but
we
that was the men's that we had, our new covenant.
Right.
We created a new covenant. Nobody
Exactly.
told us to do that.
No.
But we had the love inside of us for each other.
Right.
And it was at a point in time where I was like, oh, I can't stand him. I hate him. I can't stand. For real. I'm not gonna lie. We were getting ready to get a divorce. A couple of times. If it hadn't been for our small group at our church, we no telling. And not just that, you have to have people around you who are fighting with you. Who are fighting for you, who don't want to see you fail, who wants to see you grow. You know, we had those people. We still do in our life because it's important. It
Right.
really is. And so if you're going through it with your spouse, you don't want a person who is broken, not with anybody, whispering in your ear.
Right.
Girl, you better leave him. Girl, please. Had I, no, you don't want that person in your ear.
You
You
don't-
can love that person, but you don't want that person in
You
your
don't want your boy to be like, yo, dude, I got a girl for you, man. I got somebody who will be good for you, man.
ear.
You don't want nobody. That person is not. For, that person probably has the good intention, but it ain't the right.
Right.
They have good intentions, but it ain't the right one for you.
Right.
You have to get into a position, and it's been many times I pray to God, like, God, I give up, and God's like, thank you, because it's not your will,
It's not
my
your
will.
battle.
It's not your fight, and you and
Yeah.
leaving it up to me, I done destroyed many things. I done like, dang, why did I say that? Dang, why I do that? And then that's the stuff you can't take back. And then you need forgiveness. You need forgiveness from that person that you love in order to move on. Because, you know, if she's not forgiving, if he's not forgiving, then you could be, could be out in that relationship. You could be out in that marriage. So you want to seek help.
Yeah.
You want to seek help, seek advice. Like you said, it's an old way to love somebody. What Keith Sweat say? It's a right and a wrong way to love somebody. Oh, Keith Sweat, boy, you come on time. There's a right and a wrong way to love somebody. That's what Keith said.
But with us, there's an old and a new way to love somebody.
Yeah, that's
you
what
know,
he's- that's what pretty
you don't
much
have to keep that hurt in your relationship. You don't have to keep that pain, those memories. You don't have to
Right.
keep that in your relationship.
And
Yeah.
seek therapy, get some advice, get a good surrounding,
Wise counsel.
wise counsel, get some people in your corner that's gonna fight for both of y'all.
Yeah.
And then you can work on each other. And you work on not each other, but work on yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to work on yourself, for the betterment of the relationship.
Because you have to remember, before you became a couple, you were a single person.
Right.
You know, you brought all that singleness into your relationship. So you have to remember that what you bring to the table, you have to deal with that. You have to be accountable for what you did, what you brought to the table, how you hurt somebody, how you said the wrong things. You have to be aware. You have to reconcile with yourself and with God.
Yeah.
And then reconcile with your spouse or your partner.
So you bring the old you into that relationship. You bring all of you. So let the transformation begin. Because if you've been in a relationship for 3 years or 30 years or 40 years, and you still the same you as in the beginning, then something's wrong.
And you're going to get the same results,
Yeah.
the same arguments, the same rabbit holes, the same confusion, the same chaos. You know, it's going to be the same things. It's going to be familiar and look the same because you haven't changed. You haven't changed yourself, and you haven't changed how you see that person.
And it might not even be the same arguments. It might be that we tired at that point. It ain't even arguing anymore. It's like, okay,
I'm
whatever.
just nitpicking now.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's like, that's you. When you get labeled, okay, we know that's you. That's just you. And nobody's trying to even help you anymore. They just let you be you. Then you can't even embrace the new you, because people are just accepting you as that being that old person. And you don't want to get in that relationship 50 years later and you be that old guy in the relationship just mad about everything, just sit on the couch and just watching nothing, nothing new about it, especially if she's not there anymore. Maybe she won't sit beside you, maybe she won't do anything. She has checked out a long time ago. So get some help. Make sure you guys talk. If you're not talking,
That's the number one killer in a relationship. No communication.
if y'all not talking,
Yeah.
if y'all not talking, old school, new school love. Get it? Put
Got it. Good.
Good. So, yo, we came back, y'all. We came back strong. Thank y'all for making this the number one podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna have all new episodes.
All
Get
new
ready.
episodes. Yep.
And a little bit of announcement.
Oh, you go ahead, baby. Do
Yeah.
your thing. Do your thing.
So, coming soon to St. Louis, Missouri, really the Westport Playhouse. For all those St. Louis folks, my St. Charles folks, my Illinois folks, I am doing a play called Breaking the Chains at Westport Playhouse, July 27th.
Where the cheer button? Yes. Clap, applause.
Finally. Yeah. I've been slow on the uptake. Like I said, with my podcast, Beyond What You See, I was operating in fear, you guys. I was operating in fear. Like, fear had me choked up, okay? But I am literally doing things now with fear in the rear view mirror. So, you'll see a lot more. A lot more of me, a lot more of us.
Yeah.
We coming.
It'll be more. We'll announce this as more as time approaches. So definitely keep us in your prayers. 'Cause
Please.
You know we got enemies out there.
Please.
And you know they will come in. They will try to attack. And this is something that we want to do. And this is something that my wife has been trying to put out there and do. And she got me in the mix. And there's some stuff that I got to do for her in this. But we want to come together. We want to put on this project. And hopefully we can come on here. We can give y'all a little snippet of it, and you guys be so excited that you guys want to come out and see it, especially
Yes.
our folks here in the St. Louis, St. Charles, Illinois area.
Yes.
Even if you are in Atlanta, come on, take that trip.
Take that trip.
Come on.
You know how we do.
Come on, come on, fly down and come and see this gem of a show that my wife
Yeah.
gonna put on.
Yeah, Breaking the Chains,
Breaking
July
the Chains.
27th, 2024 at the Westport Playhouse.
And you guys will put stuff on social media, respond to it,
Yes,
and more information coming. So
we're good.
good. All
We're
right.
out.
All right, y'all. So thank y'all so much for dropping by and listening to us. Like I said, this is my lovely wife, Lynn,
And this is my hubby lover friend, Keon.
and this has been your fantastic show, back better than ever. Let's get naked.
And talk.
We'll see y'all soon.
Peace.